Hey, welcome to MailRight. I'm Adam Brown, co-founder, and I am here with the extraordinaire Jonathan. Right, Jonathan?
I've had a few things said about me, but not extraordinary.
And we are doing another workshop. We're going to be talking about some of the best and worst real estate CRMs for 2022. And remember, we're doing this because we want to help you succeed in the real estate industry and help you grow your business. So we've got some great points we're going to share about. We'll have some pro tips. Jonathan's done a deep dive, and we'll kind of go back and forth and share some of what we found for you. So here we go. Jonathan, how about the first one? Let's talk about Liondesk. Tell us about that one.
Yeah, Liondesk. I would say of all the ones that we're going to be talking about, it probably offers the best value. Price wise, it's very competitive. I think it's around $30 to $35. They might have some additional options. It's good points. It just offers, it's the kind of Swiss Army knife. If you're a single agent and you don't want to use your broker supplied CRM, and I would highly advise you, it's a bit like what we say when it comes to a website. Yes, fill in your agent's one page summary of you that they supply for their website.
Yeah.
But you should have your own. If you're really serious about being an agent, you need your own website, and it preferably should be an IDX website. And it's the same thing with a CRM. Yeah, most brokerages supply a CRM.
Mm-hmm. Just for the audience, what does CRM stand for?
I knew you were going to ask that.
Customer relationship management, right?
Yeah, manager. Yep.
Okay.
Most brokerages do supply one as their tech package, which they automatically charge you to be an agent on their broker books. So they normally got a tech package where they charge you to supply this one page website on their website, where they supply a CRM. It's all good stuff. I would highly advise you that you need your own CRM. If you leave the brokerage, any data that's put into that CRM, if you read the legalese that you sign when you sign up with a brokerage, it's actually they own that data.
Yeah.
They don't even have to give it to you. If you
might even be able to take some legal action against you for taking what they own too, right? That information. And
you are
those
kind
leads,
of you are
careful.
Opening a whole can of worms if you leave.
Yeah.
It's better to put the data but have your own CRM as well, right? And have them linked to whatever, or just copy and paste, but have your own CRM, right?
Yeah.
So I want to start. They're gone.
Yeah. So is that all the good? Is there any ugly about this?
Well, there's a few things. It's got a modern interface. They've got a ton of different functionality. They offer video marketing functionality. It's got automatic dialer as part of the package. They've got a lot of functionality inbuilt with it. And the price is pretty unbeatable. One of the things you got to understand, because you got a unified interface, you got all these different tools, and on the surface they've got a unified interface. You think, but what you got to understand is functionalities linked to interface design. And when you got as many different offerings offered in Liondesk, even though on the surface it seems to have a unified interface, there has to be compromises in obtaining that interface, and that can affect the functionality of using the thing. Hopefully, I'm not losing too many people. I hope you're following that, Adam.
It's good.
So, what are some of the negatives? Well, they do have, which we've got to be honest here. So does Mailrite provide this? They offer a Facebook advert campaign functionality with automatic. You can set up a Facebook advert, and you can publish it, and they provide some canned adverts, and they offer an interface, so you don't actually have to go in to Facebook Advert Manager. It communicates with Facebook, and you don't have to go. And that all sounds fantastic, doesn't it, Adam?
Yeah.
But the problem is, you're not going to get great results. That's just on our package, if you're at a certain level, we give you advice, and then we have a paid for you package, and we do it for you. Mm-hmm. But the idea that you don't have to know the fundamentals of Facebook advert is, to me, it's a bit misleading. It's appealing to people because they don't know all the ins and outs. Another one is it's a Swiss Army knife. Like I say, that's its strength, but also that's its weakness, because they literally have thrown in a load of functionality, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like that saying, your greatest strength's your greatest weakness, and that seems to be the case here too.
Yeah, and they also provide a great video marketing functionality, so you can send out custom email with embedded video. And
realtors know 100% how to do videos and their own social media and everything really, really good.
Yeah, well, right? It's good. It's good value, but the problem is, I've got that on the plus that it's got video marketing, but the reality is it's not anyway as good as BombBomb. But BombBomb.
Which is popular. A lot of our
audience BombBomb's really good, but it's not the cheapest product. Yeah. But you get what you pay for, and if you want to test the waters, it's included with Liondesk, but it is in no shape or form as good as BombBomb. Yeah. So you can try video outreach using Liondesk, but then I would advise you to really, if you get serious about it, really look at utilising BombBomb.
Yeah.
That's what I've got to say about Liondesk.
Yeah. So that's everything. That's the good, bad, and the ugly.
Yep.
All right. And let's take a quick little break. And we would love if you're learning and growing from the information and the resources, the tips that we're sharing that are specific to real estate. Go ahead, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can be notified when we have more free videos coming to you, along with the blogs that we have on our website at mailrite.com, mail-right.com. So, all right, Jonathan, anything else, or should we jump into the next one?
Next one.
All right, we're going to jam through this. So the next one is Top Producer X. What have we learned about that one?
Well, it's the granddaddy of them all, really. It's been around the most. Top Producer, and then they did a revamp, and I think they're still offering Top Producer, the original, if you want to keep using it. But their new product is Top Producer X. And it is the granddaddy. Anybody that's been in the real estate business for any extent of time know Top Producer. Mm-hmm. They did this revamp. It's quite pretty, the UX design. It's got a kind of desktop Microsoft corporate feel to it.
Mac lovers like me love that.
Yeah, because you're a snob. You're a UX snob. So you're not going to love it. But it's got, I might be a bit unfair here, but it's definitely got that feel. It's got a lot of, it hasn't got all the swings and roundabouts as Liondesk. It's focused, a bit more focused about being a good traditional CRM. So you put the data in, it's got that. It's got a nice inbuilt calendar functionality. So if you live by your calendar,
that's handy.
That's really useful. It's got some strengths. The weakness is
it's busy.
Pardon?
It's busy, right? Their interface is busy.
Well, it's got this kind of traditional desktop Microsoft corporate feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
The other weakness is the calendar. It's a bit like what I said about Liondesk being a Swiss Army knife. That's a strength. That's a weakness. Well, the calendar, the problem is who doesn't use Google Calendar? If you're not into utilizing Google Calendar, but most people are now. So having a really nice inbuilt calendar system, does it really matter now?
I don't think as much. I think it's kind of lost the significance and value.
I do. And the price is, compared to Liondesk and another one we're going to talk about, Wise Agent, it starts at $60 and goes up to $110 for what you're getting compared to Liondesk and Wise Agent. I think it's one of the weaker players that we're going to be talking about. So that's that for you.
Okay. All right. And so the next one, how about, I think, Follow Up Boss, right?
Yeah. It's from one extreme to the other. Follow Up Boss has these people know they're web developers, UX experts. They know how to build a modern app platform. And it's got and it's been like this for quite a while. It competes not only in these CRMs that we're talking about, which I selected them because they're more focused towards the 1 to 2 person, maybe a 3 team setup, where Follow Up Boss, you can be used for a single agent, a power couple, but it can also be utilized for quite larger teams, 20, 50 people teams. Brokerages can use Follow Up Boss. I think all the other ones that we're going to be talking about are not suitable for broker level, but Follow Up Boss is flexible enough and powerful enough to cover almost all circumstances.
Yeah.
It competes with Boomtown, KV Core. See, a lot of because KV Core is offered by a lot of brokerages to single agencies, and don't get me wrong, the only reason why we're not talking about KV Core is that I think it's well overkill for the single agent. I just think it's overkill. But Follow Up Boss, really great UX design, really powerful tool.
Okay.
You got to do it. With all power comes responsibility. And the responsibility on the user is it's not hard to learn because the UX design is better than any other of CRM that we're going to be talking about.
Pretty user-friendly.
In UX, but it has a lot of functionality, and you've got to be prepared to. You can't just, if you're a new agent and you've never used a CRM, you just can't dive in and think you're going to know how to use it. You're going to have to watch the videos. They supply a ton of training material. And after about 2 to 3 hours and you focus, it'll probably take you about a week of watching the videos, trying it, and then you understand how it all works, and then you'll be off,
Yeah, but I think that learning curve is like that's really hard for agents to set aside that amount of time to learn. I think that's actually probably one of the biggest downfalls of the tech that brokerages provide is it takes too much time, and most are ready just to get out there.
Yeah. So but if you're really about follow through, content management, it's got some other thing. To my mind, if you're really looking for the top quality CRM and you want it future proof and you have plans to grow a boutique, not a brokerage quasar, but a power team of 4 or 5 people,
smaller,
you'll be able to keep utilizing the same tool if you invest in Follow Up Boss. And it starts for the single agent at 69. It's a little bit more expensive than Top Producer, but for that $10 more, it's well worth it. And your future, it goes up to $1,000 for a big team. Yikes. So you can see in the pricing, it starts with the individual agent, and to me, it's much more superior than Boomtown and some of the large CRMs aimed at much larger teams.
Yeah.
What are its bad points? Well, it's powerful, but it does take a commitment. It's the most priciest on this list. And you don't always get what you pay for, but in this particular circumstance, you are getting what you pay for because it has the best functionality and best UX design.
As long as you can take time to learn it.
It does. It will require, but it's not because it's a hot mess.
Yeah.
It's well thought out and it's got a great UX design. It's just offering a lot of functionality and you just got to learn it.
Okay. All right. So how about Wise Agent? I think we have one more after this.
Yeah, Wise Agent. Wise Agent is very similar in concept to Liondesk. One of the in UX design, I think it's the same as Liondesk. It's not terrible. It's definitely going to be a lot easier to learn than Follow Up Boss.
Yeah.
Now, my podcast host, Robert Newman, who's expert on this, totally disagrees with me on this. He thinks Follow Up Boss is much easier to learn than Liondesk, but he's an expert, so he doesn't understand. I'm talking about somebody who is an expert, right?
Yeah, I would love to hear what our audience thinks too, if they've experienced any of these.
Yeah.
Like, tell us what you have.
Yeah, you don't have to agree. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I'm not saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Wise Agent, it's very similar to Liondesk. If you're not, it's got a usable interface. I think Liondesk and Wise Agent are not very attractive interfaces, but they're not terrible. It integrates literally with everything, but so does Liondesk. But I think Wise Agent will integrate with KV Core, with your brokerage system, because I think that's it. That's something also that's important, because I do strongly advise you to link your brokerage supplied CRM, and literally every brokerage as part of your tech package is going to give you, because they want you to utilize their CRM. So if you leave, they can just give all your leads to your replacement.
Yeah,
so if
that's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, so if you can link both, so when you put your contacts into Wise Agent, they can just migrate all the data into your to keep your broker happy, right? But you've also got your own platform. That's a wise move. Did you see that? Wise Agent, wise move.
There you go. I like it.
You didn't get that, did you? So it's not bad. I think its problem is Liondesk. That's its biggest problem. Because I just think Liondesk, because Wise Agent is a bit of a Swiss Army knife itself.
Okay.
But it's not quite it doesn't offer as much as Liondesk. So if you're going down that route of literally being a kind of Swiss Army knife, the problem for them is Liondesk is more competitively priced, and it's more of a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah. Looks like there's a big difference in the pricing on that one, huh?
Yeah. That's what I've got to say about Wise Agent.
Okay, so last but not least is Elevate. So tell us about Elevate, what you've discovered. Good, bad, and ugly.
Well, there's a lot of ugly, to be truthful.
Uh-oh.
But I don't want to be mean because it's the parent company that about a year ago bought IDX Broker, who is one of our IDX suppliers for the MailRite platform. We use Showcase IDX, and then we also use IDX Broker. IDX Broker a year ago sold their business, and the business that bought it, they actually also own this platform, right? And they've taken IDX Broker as an IDX plugin is really fantastic for customization, but they had themes, they had other add-on plugins that were part of their system, and to be truthful, they weren't very good, right? And they've kind of utilized stuff from IDX Broker, and then this parent company have also bought other technologies, and they've thrown them all in to try and make a coherent product. Where with MailRite, we've taken everything. It's WordPress focused, but I've actually coded add-on functionality into MailRite. They've just taken a list of separate products, and then they've attempted to market them in a coherent package under this name. And to be truthful, Adam, it's a real hot mess.
Yeah, a little misleading on some of the lead generation, it sounds like.
Ridiculous claims. I mean, outrageous claims. And if you read the reviews on a few websites that give reviews about these CRMs, you see quite a few unhappy people, and it's down to what they have promised. Also, their websites are dog ugly. I mean, they're just not good enough for 2022. You'd be better off just using your broker supplied landing page.
Quality matters too in a website.
And not bother. Utilizing this won't do you. I've got to be honest. Hopefully, IDX Broker keeps allowing us to utilize their but I'm not going to lie, this is the weakest. It starts at, they're not very opaque about what they charge. I had to do a bit of a search about their charging. They seem to start at $110 a month.
Okay.
It really is something that I would advise the people that are watching this video to walk away from. You know, if you're not in the position to really spend $69 on Follow-Up Boss, of all this, I would say Liondesk is the one for you. But don't expect UX and fundamental ease of use that you get with Follow-Up Boss from it. But it's at a very different price point of around $30 a month. So if you're in that second year and you're just looking for something, probably of all this, Liondesk is the best value, Adam.
And I think the MailRite one is maybe even on top.
Well,
of all those five.
but we've got to be. Well, if you're looking for a website with some other great marketing functionality with a basic CRM, we start at $140, but that includes the IDX integration. I think month to month it's $150. You're getting a lot of value, and you're getting a modern looking website.
Absolutely.
But it's month to month. It's $150 we're charging. So if you're not up to that, if you're in your first year, you'll probably be best off looking at Liondesk.
Any other insight or?
No, I think we covered it. I think it's time to wrap it up, Adam.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us. Let us know your comments if you're using any of these and you have any, things that you found are advantages or disadvantages. Share in the comments, and stay tuned. And again, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified of our free workshops that we're putting out there for realtors. Thanks.